This video is brought to you by Surreal MMO. Hey beautiful people, this is Xanax, and these are 5 things you should know about ArcheAge, an ArcheAge English guide. There's actually certain systems in the game that makes playing with a party or just random other players that don't have to be in your party much more beneficial. For example, one such system is the synergy system, where there will be extra buffs, effects, or debuffs that are applied to your allies or your enemies based upon other skills. So the skill system works with your own skills or the skills of other players. To put into perspective, guilds would be able to intentionally build each of their characters to work in complete sync to one another. There's a lot of synergy with a lot of the skills in the game. Next, we have many ways to level. Questing is seen as the main way to level. However, there are actually many activities in the game that makes everything blend into a nice leveling curve. You gain EXP from crafting, gathering, exploring, and various other interactive methods in the game. The sad part is, overall, questing is most efficient, and especially if you're not interested in other activities, then prepare to quest grind most of the way to max level. I personally have played a lot of the systems, interactive systems such as the crafting, gathering, and exploring, and they are really fun. So even if you're not a typical crafter, you're not a typical explorer or gatherer, they do sort of have a twist on things. One such example is I actually had a quest that was for crafting where I actually had to climb up a tree. Basically go up to a tree, interact with it, climb up it, and then pick the fruit from the tree, climb back down it, and turn in the fruit, and then make this fruit into a dish. That was pretty awesome because I have not seen that in any other MMO before, where I actually had to go up to the tree, interact with it, climb up it, and pick my own fruit. I didn't just like go to the tree and then there was like a 2-second like countdown for me to get the fruit. You know, you actually had to climb up it and pick it yourself, which was pretty freaking awesome. Now, this is a pretty huge part of ArcheAge, and that is the heavy emphasis on PvP. I'm going to begin by saying that ArcheAge probably has the most robust and bountiful PvP elements of any MMO ever created. That means Ultimate Online, World of Warcraft, EverQuest, Dark Age of Camelot, Warhammer Online Game Zone specifically for their PvP. This game blows them out of the water. Maybe not in the entire quality of it, but in the amount of PvP that there is. Not only are there battlegrounds, there's open world PvP, naval warfare, castle sieges, and a crime and trial system. That doesn't even include the dueling as well. All zones in the game have some form of PvP. In the first few zones though, they're a little bit more friendly, where enemy players from other factions, other contents will not be able to attack you unless you've attacked them first, which you can. If you attack them, they can defend themselves, but their friends, if they have any friends with them, won't be able to help them. So they won't be able to gang up on you, won't be able to heal your enemy, they won't be able to assist any which way. Around level 30 is where the zones begin to have free-for-all open world PvP. Players will be able to attack many members of their own faction or the enemy faction. However, attacking your own faction is a crime, and it gets you in a lot of trouble with the law. Hence the crime and trial system. If the East and West, the two starter continents, go to the North continent, there will be open world PvP as well. There's a lot of PvP, and on this continent, in the northern continent, if there's a lot of PvP going on, a war will actually ignite, and at this point, players will actually be rewarded for killing enemy players. It's not a huge reward, they're going to get 100 points per kills assist, and decent participation in each fight. You do not suffer any loss with online PvP. However, naval PvP is a completely different game. When you do ship-to-ship PvP, if your ship is destroyed, you lose every package that's on your ship. And considering that the main way of making money in the game is through the actual going across oceans, importing and exporting of goods, if you get raped on the open ocean, you're screwed. You just lost maybe like an hour or 2 hours of work, and it goes down in flames. So you gotta be extremely careful, extremely strategic when you're traveling those open waters. It's not that easy to be caught up into PvP, but if you're just nonchalantly going around, you're probably gonna end up in some trouble. Next up, we got tons of ways to travel within ArcheAge. A true highlight and probably one of the best things about the entire game is this travel system and each of its components. Now listen to this. Players begin dashing by level 1. So as soon as you create your character, as soon as you enter the game, you'll be able to dash forward. And if you're the fair / the cat people, their proper name is Fairy, F-E-R-R-E, you'll begin dashing on all fours. Like, the animation is very appropriate because they're cat people, they dash on all fours. Eventually, players will come across taming and will be able to train their own mounts and pets. Whether you're crossing the land on the back of the line or a horse, or sailing across the vast open waters on your very own boat, or even gliding through the skies, feeling the brisk wind graze your cheeks, traveling ArcheAge is far from one-dimensional. There are a plethora of traveling methods, each serving their own purpose, and serving more than one purpose, to be honest with you. For example, cars are a way for you and a friend to travel across the land in style, plus they're the fastest method of travel on land. And hey, who doesn't want their own ship? Not only do you get to travel the many oceans within the game, you can also choose to settle with a speedboat, which is good for traveling with a few of your friends. Want to upgrade? Get a trade ship. Start making big bucks by importing and exporting goods across continents. It even comes with a medieval radar. Oh, and you can put your own logo on any of the ship sails for the speedboat or the trade ship. I'm super excited about the ways to travel in this game. They sound really awesome. I've actually experienced a few for like the mountain and the car system, which is really expensive, by the way. And it is really fun though. It's really fun. It costs like 5,000 gold for each car and the Korean version. So it's not cheap, but it's worth it if you want to travel across land in style. Plus it's going to be really rare because it's so expensive. And finally, we have Roleplay. There are many interactive nodes within the entire realm of ArcheAge that you can actually do a bevy of activities with. For example, you can go into just about any house and tamper with it, from flicking the lights on and off, blowing the candles on and off. You can open the windows, close the windows. You can actually sleep in their beds, eat at their tables, not eat the actual food on the tables, but you can sit at the tables and just watch the food. All these actions and many more are possible in the entire world, which makes it a really good playground for a lot of role players. A lot of role players have been wanting for a game to have actual actions to their characters, actual animations for their characters, so that when they role play, it's a lot more realistic. And just playing the game normally, within the first literally half hour of me playing the game, I saw about 10 objects and 10 areas in which really good roleplay could happen. And that was just in the beginning minutes of the entire game. And so I really feel like this will be a role player's paradise. If you're not into questing, if you're not into PvP, if you're not into PvE, if all you want to do is roleplay, ArcheAge will be the game for you. Final warning for you guys, please do not get extremely hyped for the game. This video has been very honest about several of the game's aspects, and a lot of the game is groundbreaking, but many of its core systems really are not. If you're looking for an epic, action-based, or skill-based PvP experience, this ain't the game for you. At the end of the day, the deciding factor in PvP does come down to each player's gear. This does not fit a lot of people's niche, and yes, it's so bad that even if both players are the same level, the deciding factor will definitely come down to each person's gear. In the same breath of this warning though, I must state that there are a lot of amazing aspects to the game once you have come across them. This game is not simply a sandbox game, nor is it simply a theme park game. It's both, and understanding this is absolutely crucial. I thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video with your friends, and let them know about the amazing game that ArcheAge is going to be. Please check out the featured artist for this video, as well as the Black Desert video if you have not seen it as of yet. It's pretty awesome. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful, beautiful, and amazing day. Bye.